quick little lesson here on what I like to call taking it to the next level, which I know, I hate to say that in those words, but this is breaking, to me, this is the trick to break out of the pentatonic box. And this is playing over the dominant 7 chord. This is a big deal. So like I've always said on these videos, and again, I jumped right in here, but Guthrie Trapp here, coming to you from East Nashville, Tennessee. The other side of the tracks here and the other side of the river. Hey, thanks a bunch, friends, for being a part of this. But I'm going to jump in here quick because this is, it's Saturday. I'm going to get out and shoot a little pool tonight, play a little pool. But, and spent the day at the pool swimming. It was beautiful here today. So I got the pool hook up down the street for the rest of the summer. So that's going to be fun and nice and some good, clean fun. So anyway, getting back to this. So, pentatonic, minor pentatonic is a bass fundamental to start on. Minor pentatonic shape works over the minor chord for the most part. It's a good place to start. Major pentatonic works over the major chord. Good place to start. Just a starting spot. We have to get past that to really play the way we want to play and color these chords and say what we want to say on the instrument. So the thing that we need to do is focus on playing over these 4 sounds that I'm always talking about. Major, minor, dominant 7, and major 7. Major 7 and major are the same. You can use the same notes of the scale over that. You're just emphasizing the note that changes in the chord, as I always say. But when it comes to the dominant 7, that's where you cannot use just the major pentatonic or the minor pentatonic by itself. You have to combine these two. The reason why is because you're getting the major 3rd and the flat 7 over the 1. That's what makes this chord. That's an A dominant 7 chord. You go to D, the 4 chord, you can play a D dominant 7 chord. Go to E, E dominant 7. So the note that changes in the chord, that E7, the reason why these chords are so crucial to learn how to play around is over because that's the exact tone that's leading you to the next chord. So you're emphasizing the notes that change in the chord to make it sound like you're playing over the chord changes, because you actually are. So when I go to E7, that D note, the flat 7 of the 5 chord, resolves to the major 3rd of the 1 chord. If I go A to A7, that's resolving from A to the major 3rd of the 4 chord, D. D7, back to A, the major 3rd of A. So this is how we're using chord shapes and chord tones to play over the changes, because it's the same notes. You're just playing them, playing lines out of the chords. So this is going to be a quick lesson. Like I said, if you want to, always, if you want to dive deeper into this stuff, you got to check out Artist Works, my full online curriculum that we spent a long time developing, and that's the way to go. Or if you want to do a private Skype or Zoom lesson with me, which is like a mini clinic, this is really a game changer. I'm teaching you all the fundamentals that I learned as a kid that changed my life on the guitar and opened up the fingerboard in a concrete and understandable way that makes sense and gets you playing music in the right way. And so all that is available on the website. Check out Instagram, check out all that stuff. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, my website, YouTube channel. Obviously, you guys are here for that. But check that stuff out. All right, so getting back to this. We got to learn how to play over these dominant 7 chords. So we do that by outlining the chord. The arpeggio, I've said a million times, the 1, 3, 5, flat 7, right? That outlines that chord. So, but getting back to this, I wanted to show you a quick little trick to combine these. So when I'm talking about combining those, I mean, I could go down the minor pentatonic over A7. This is out of the G shape. I'm going down the minor pentatonic. But at the very end, I'm putting the major 3rd in there, resolving back to the tonic to cap that off. This is like talking. It's like having a conversation. These are phrases, much like a sentence, right? So they have to have a beginning, a middle, and a punctuation at the end. So I cap those off, right? So playing over A dominant 7. I could go all the way down a minor pentatonic. But at the end, I'm putting the major third in there because it brings our ear back to that dominant 7 chord. We have to do that. Otherwise, and you have to do it at the right time. Otherwise, it gets a little too far in one direction or the other, and it doesn't sound right. So this is where listening to a lot of old great records comes in. We need to hear what these guys played that really influenced music and the way we hear things, and some of these standard approaches to playing classic styles like blues and country and old school rock and roll and stuff like that. That's my take on it. So even if I go up a major sounding riff, right, out of that shape, now I'm sliding from the minor third to the major third because I don't want it to just be this. That's pretty straight, right? I don't want that straight. So I want a little bit of grease in there. So I'm gonna, but that's still right out of this kind of 13 chord. As soon as I get to that tonic, I'm gonna come back down blues, minor pentatonic. So watch. Right back to that major third at the end. That brings it back to a nice phrase, right? So I got this. Up the major kind of sound, back down the minor sound, capping it off with the major third. And that's not a hard, fast rule, but that's a good place to start training your ear to get there. So again, down the minor, here's the minor pentatonic. So it's that 4 to the 3 that really kind of makes it sound cool. Your ear back to the major third. If I go to the 4, I'm playing over that D7, visualizing those chords, go up to E, same thing. Back to A. Major third, that immediately puts you back into the major pentatonic area. So if I go again, so as soon as I hit that major third, that sets my hand position up to play a major pentatonic. Then improvising from there and learning our way around. But that's the way to really start incorporating, starting to train your ear to get around playing over that dominant 7 chord. The chord is the foundation. The arpeggio is the quickest way to spell that out. You got to know that. Then adding the scale to the chord that you're playing over. If it's major, it's a major pentatonic, major arpeggio, major scale. And so, this is all just, you have to know these fundamentals. I can't stress that enough. You have to map out these chords and learn these pentatonic, or you're always going to be hunting and pecking for the right note. And this is always going to be a mystery up here, until you can see these constellations of the chord tones and the way that they're moving in and out of each other, breaking these down, seeing these triads. That's the way that's the way to do it. You don't have to memorize every note that you're playing. It's about the shapes and the sounds that we're going for. So let's get into the spirit of music. Let's make some music. Let's learn enough theory to where we know what we're doing, but it's not confusing us and complicating things. It's not that hard. The concept is very easy. The hard part is taking the time to work through this stuff and developing the fundamentals to where you see them. And I can help you with that. If you want to dive into this stuff deeper, like I said, please check out Artist Works. Please check out my private Skype and Zoom lessons and everything that's going on. There's been a lot of cool momentum happening lately with all the Billy Gibbons stuff and all the stuff that's going on here in Nashville. We're back. We're playing live music. I'm inspired, feeling healthy and motivated and energetic. And And I'm just ready to go on to the next chapter here and knock this stuff out of the park. And the education stuff's getting really good. So let's be a part of it. Let's learn together. This is a great guitar and music community we have here on YouTube. Sorry for the quick Saturday evening video here. Got some more live clips to put up from some of the stuff we've been playing, so you can kind of see what some of this stuff sounds like in context with a band, and kind of see us doing our thing here in Nashville. Thanks a bunch, friends. Stay in touch, and look forward to seeing you guys real soon. All right, bye.